Hello everyone, so in this video we will talk about 3 different propellers. These are third-party propellers for the DJI Avata, specifically made by HQProp. Now, the gem fan hasn't arrived, so we'll just deal with these 3 here. On the previous video, I'll probably put a link here. On that previous video, we talked about the 3-bladed props and this 5-bladed props. Based on that test, we were able to see the performance of the 3-bladed props and that it is a bit jittery on the goggles feed. But when it comes to also when it comes to thrust, this produces lesser thrust compared with the stock and this 5-bladed propeller. That is one thing that I noticed. Although some people, I have watched a couple of videos already, they said that this created more thrust compared with the other propellers because of the drag caused by the amount of blade of each propeller. But when I use this, I felt that I need to put more throttle to hover around or to really maximize the speed. But yeah, that's what I experienced on that test. Now for this 5-bladed prop, it is somewhat the same when it comes to performance with the stock propeller, and I use this to do some flights. When it comes to sound, the 3-bladed props has a lower pitch compared with the 5-bladed props and the stock. This better lower pitch, but with the performance of the 5-bladed props, we will know later on our test. We'll add another thing. I have here an anemometer. This measures the wind produced by just the wind speed, whatever is produced by the propeller. So as you can see here, when we blow some wind, we can measure the amount of air produced by these propellers, so we would know which one of them produce more thrust, or if our first test is correct, that this has a lesser thrust compared to other propellers. Okay, but it's a bit dangerous to do this indoor.
So right now I am using the action cam to do this test because the problem with our test right now is that the anemometer can only record when it is running. So the moment I move it out, it will be 0. So that's the problem. So we'll just do this test. Okay, it's recording at 9.2, 10. The max that I am recording is 12.8, directly below the motor. 12.6. Yeah. Okay, so that is around 12.8 for the stock. As far as the profile, you have it. You have seen it before. Okay, so this is the profile. Okay. Okay, so now this is the 3-bladed props. First, everything is okay. before we do this flight. Okay, increase altitude. See that? You could notice the difference in sound profile already. If you can hear me still. There's a different profile now. But it's a bit wobbly. I'm not sure if the GPS is correcting it. Okay. .4, 12.6. Okay. In the middle part, it's already reaching 13. 14. Whoa. Okay. Let's do with the sound profile. Of course, we already got this before. Let's just do it again. Let's go down. Okay. It's a bit. Okay, my thoughts on the three-bladed props. It's wobbly. I think the GPS is trying to correct itself. Also, if we go down a bit in the throttle, it really goes really low. But I was surprised at how the thrust, it's registering at 12.6, 12.7, but there are portions in the quad wherein it produces more thrust at almost 14 meter per second. So it's not consistent, unlike with the 5-bladed props, wherein wherever I put the anemometer, it records at around 12.8. It's within that range. But this has, for example, when I put the anemometer here at the bottom, it is recording at 12.6, 12.5, 12.4. But when we reach the middle part of the quad, I was surprised that it is around 14. So this has a bigger thrust than the 5-bladed quad, but not consistent. Now this is the 5-bladed propeller. The sound profile of this is similar to the stock, but it is not as bad as the stock when it comes to the sound pitch. Okay. Okay. Sound is similar to stock. Okay, let's go down a bit. 12.6, but that's just very, it's not consistent. 12, 12.4, 12. It's not consistent. 12.6. 12.3, 12.1. Okay, so of course the record, the sound. Okay, got it. And then land. Okay, the thrust that this creates is not as large, but not that too much, than the 3-bladed props. But I could hear already the sound is quite different than the stock propeller, although they are both 5-bladed props. I think it is because of probably the pitch here. It's not as sharp as the stock propeller. So this is the 4-bladed propeller of HQProps. I'm planning to use this as the default propeller of this quad, because of how the sound profile of the because it's a balance between the 3-bladed and 5-blade. The sound of the 3-blade and how the 5-bladed props fly. So it also has an easy access on the micro SD card here, unlike with the stock. So I can easily poke this, see, without any problem. So hopefully hopefully this test would help me to decide to use this propeller. So the goggles is already low battery, so we'll make this a quick one. Whoa, it's quite different already. .3, 13.2, a bit close already. Yeah. 13.5, yeah. 13.5, 12.6, 13.5, 13.9, okay. Okay, we got it. Let's land. Let's see if we can do some flight tests. Recording. Okay, let's go in normal mode. Okay, that's me. You can hear it. It's loud but not as screechy as the stock propeller. It's really, really loud. Run in normal mode, nothing fancy, and let's try to go down.
Okay, so we have tested all of the props of HQ props. That is. So we have tested all of the propellers, and I will be using the 4-bladed props as my default one for now, because how easy it is to access the SD card slot, and there's no apparent difference in the performance with this and the stock, and you can fly more aggressive maneuvers with this propeller. Okay, so for now, this will be our default propeller for the Avata.